Hi guys! So I realise it's actually Friday evening and not Saturday, but I actually have a lot of work to do tomorrow, as you can see by the paint and the ladders, and yeah. Basically I'm painting my room and it's already got 2 coats of paint, and you can still see because I wrote on permanent marker on my wall a year ago, and I can't get the paint to cover it up, but hopefully a few more coats will do it. So lots of work tomorrow. So I'm doing the video today. So I hope you guys have had an awesome week, and I hope the snow hasn't affected you too bad. I've seen 7,300 Facebook posts about the snow, and it's driving me crazy because it's just we know it's snowing. Do you have to tell everyone? Do you have to give them constant updates? Right. Anyway, topic number 1 this week: handling arguments and relationships. Family, friends, significant others. How do you overcome any type of fight or argument with the ones you love? Advice to others in doing so, and what are some good tips in keeping healthy relationships? I'm generally not a very kind of argumentative person. I try not to be. I'm stubborn. I don't like getting into arguments, and I don't like confronting people. I've never been in an argument with Naomi, ever. We've known each other for 2 years. We've been dating for almost 9 months. Never had an argument about anything. We've had you're cute, no I'm not, yes you are, but I argue with my dad quite a lot. I think we're quite similar. We're both quite stubborn. And we get on like a house on fire, we really do, but there are times where we'll just argue out and out. In terms of overcoming those, it's never usually too serious. He was upset with me last night for a long story. And basically he saw it as being my fault, being idiotic, not listening. I saw it as his fault for not telling me in the first place, what he wanted to do. So we both were kind of blaming each other. I didn't tell him that I blamed him because I just preferred to stay out of the way when there's an argument. And he was really upset with me and he was very angry. And then tonight he gets in from work. It's like, hey dad, you had a haircut? And he's like, yeah, I did, I needed a haircut. And it's back to normal. With my dad and I, we'll have an argument one night and we're fine the next day. It just kind of wears off. We both go off and do our own things. I'll rant and rave to Naomi or my friend Georgia. He'll go off and rant and rave to my mum. We calm down and, that's it. I don't really have any friends to argue with. I've got an amazing friend in Wales, Georgia Louise. She's absolutely amazing, and she's been there throughout everything. The past few years with me, she's been great. I've got friends and brownies and from school and stuff that I don't really see anymore, but I don't have any. Well, I'm covered in paint. Actual friends that I see on a regular basis and I communicate with on a daily basis and stuff. So I can't really say about arguments with those. Although there was one argument with a friend who, really stupid argument we get into, and we didn't speak for 9 months. Shit happens. In terms of getting over arguments, the best thing to do at first is to calm down. Take some time out and just chill. Calm down and don't shout at people. If someone starts shouting at you and you try and shout over them, it's just going to make it worse. You're just going to antagonise them, you're going to get more upset because no one's listening. Go off, do your own thing, do what I do. Rant and rave to someone who'll listen to you. Write a blog entry, punch some pillows. Or, I don't know about anyone else, but if I put on my music in my headphones and turn up to top volume, even if I'm really, really depressed, it makes me smile. I don't know, the loud music just does that to me. Do something to calm yourself down. And if it's something that's going to have to be addressed, do it once you've chilled out and once the other person's chilled out, and agree with them to have a reasonable discussion about why you argued and how you can resolve it. Do not go in there all guns blazing, because it's not going to solve anything, it's just going to make it worse. Make sure you're both calm and ready to discuss it. And if it's, for example, last night, there wasn't really any follow up in that. He basically decided he was going to leave me to do my own thing. And I, with respect, was going to ask him to please just leave me alone, let me do it. And it'll work out okay. So, that wasn't something we had to follow up on or something we had to discuss. So if it's something simple like that, just leave it. Just leave it and get on with your life. Don't insist they apologise, because that's just going to upset them more. Yeah. Tips on keeping healthy relationships. I'm going to be a hypocrite here. You've got to communicate. If you don't communicate to another to the person, whichever friendship or family relationship or significant other relationship you're in. If you don't communicate with them, you're going to go down the tubes. I don't know how I've gone this long without an argument with Naomi because I don't tell her anywhere near enough. Basically, if something they do upsets you, or if there's something you don't like, or if you're feeling upset about something and there's a chance you could end up being quite distant towards them, you should probably tell them about it. I know that if I find someone's acting differently towards me, I'll just be like, oh my god, they're upset with me. What did I do? So then I'll get quite upset and I'll start acting really weird and it just causes problems. That was a weird shift. Just try and be honest. If there's something upsets you or something's bothering you, talk about it. And if you don't want to talk about it, even just say, oh, I'm a bit upset tonight. Don't know going to talk about it, but if I'm off with you, I'm sorry. I think that's a good way. Just communicate and be honest, and you'll be fine. Everyone's going to argue at some point or another. It's kind of inevitable, but if you kind of follow the advice I've given you, hopefully it won't be as bad. Topic 2, talk about internet safety. Right. My mum tells me frequently the internet is the devil. And to a fair extent I do agree with her because there's a lot of negativity on there. In terms of being safe, there's obviously the stuff like don't give people your address or your personal details. I've done that. I've given my address to Georgia. So she's going to send me a Christmas card, which I'm still waiting for, but I got an awesome birthday present, so it's cool. I still haven't sent her, I got her a card and stuff for Christmas. I still haven't sent it. I'm going to have to do that. I feel really bad. You've got to be really careful who you're speaking to because it can be so easy to fake things. I'm going to use an example here. There was someone I knew a while back. I'm not going to use any names or relationships because I don't want to kind of upset people or let on who they are, but basically it was someone I knew a while ago who fell in love with someone they met on the internet. And they'd gotten I knew about one photo, there might have been more than one, but they had a photo of the guy. They'd never spoken to him or anything. Apart from instant message, they never Skyped or anything like that. And he went off to join the army. And she was really upset. I mean, she was absolutely heartbroken. She'd fallen in love with this guy and he'd gone. She kept talking to his best friend. I can't even remember their names. But she kept talking to his best friend for a while and she started to fall for him because it was the only thing she had left of the guy that she loved and she started to feel things there. And she found out later, after all this heartache, she'd been through a lot with it, that neither of the two people existed. This malicious girl had created both people to get back at some friends and the person I just caught in the middle. And it's that easy to get fooled. Someone can send you a picture, you could find photos anywhere on the internet. It could be a photo of someone in their family. You've got to be so careful. And if you're going to meet up with someone, Skype with them. Make sure you know who it is you're meeting up with. I met someone once in Glasgow, a friend of mine, and we knew each other for a while before we met. He recognised me because he saw me wearing stripy socks. So if you can get to that stage where you recognise the person by your socks, it's fine. And make sure you tell at least one person where you're going, where you're going to be, who you're going to be with, and when you're going. I know it's overrated tip, but it's so important, so stick with that. I probably have another 50 tips I could give you, but I've been rambling on for a bit now, and because of the way I'm sitting and I'm talking too fast, I'm getting out of breath and I'm too hot, and yeah. This is a really awkward position to sit in. So I hope you guys have a safe week, and be really careful on the snow and the ice. My friend's sister fell and almost broke her arm on the ice yesterday, so be really, really careful. Watch out when you're driving and stuff, and have a good week, yeah? I'll see you guys next week. Bye!